All right, good day, everybody. This is Ron Deering coming to you from my home office in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It is 2:12 p.m. Pacific time here in the United States. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but I hope you're having an amazing, amazing Thursday. We love Thursdays in our company. It's payday every week. I love that. We get paid, goes directly into our checking account, makes everything smile, right? So good afternoon, Don, superstar Jacqueline. Good to see you. Perfect timing. Yeah, I normally don't do them in the afternoon here, so I'm going to start doing. Hey, Lily, good to see you. John, man, awesome, awesome people on today. So let's talk about how to become a professional recruiter. Payday, yeah, we love paydays, don't we, Lily? How to become a professional recruiter. So if you've got people in your team or in your company that are struggling and want to know how to become a professional recruiter, let's talk. Let's talk. David, good to see you. 2 lives in one day. I know. Well, the first one was kind of a private one with the team, so this is my first. This is my first one all week. No, it's my second one, maybe all week. I had just as a side note, my server that I use. I'm a retired programmer, and the server that I was using to do websites and do all kinds of things, programming wise and everything, was hacked. And the server company, when I gave them all my information, they said, "Well, it's going to take a while. We got to verify it, everything else." And I'm like, "Well, I gave you all the information," and they were saying, "Well, you could be the one hacking, not." I'm like, okay, forget it. So I got a new hosting company and having to recreate everything from scratch. So it's going to take some time, but the main thing was I got my emails back. So, even when you think life is just burn along right at the pace and where you want it to go, it's amazing how things change. And God has these plans that, he's up there kind of chuckling. See, you thought you knew what was going on, but here's where you needed to go. So good afternoon, Jenna. Good to see you. Man, we got some real superstars here. So let's talk about how to become a professional networker, a recruiter, right? A professional recruiter. And what, first off, let's talk about what it is. Because we get into network marketing and we don't, first thing that is that we don't really take it serious, right? We are just overwhelmed and excited. It's that ignorance on fire because we know that, man, the potential's here. We understand that the potential to make a lot of money and have a lot of success is certainly available in network marketing. But we just don't realize what it takes to really become what we need to become, right? So let's look at it this way. Let's pretend for a minute that we've all got jobs with a top NFL football team. I don't know, pick a team: Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins, Detroit Lions, whatever. Okay, so when I was a kid growing up, even though we lived in Detroit in the Michigan area, our football team, the Lions, were never really that good, so we followed the Green Bay Packers, Then I lived in Washington, D.C. area for a long time, so we followed the Skins, and I was always a Dallas fan. But every one of those, if we start off like on the college level, the college level sports, they have somebody, probably 4 or 5 people, that all they do is fly around the country and watch high school players, looking for that next huge, famous to be quarterback or running back or wide receiver or tight end, right? They go around to all these high schools hoping to recruit to their college. And then the pros go around to all the colleges hoping to recruit to their team, get the first draft on their teams, right? They're professional recruiters. Now, can you imagine, just think for a second, can you imagine if you were one of those professional recruiters and you got up and you went to a school and you just started talking to everybody that was playing sports, maybe not even playing sports, maybe wanted to play sports, and said, "Hey, what do you guys think? What do you think? You want to come to my college? We'll give you a scholarship and everything else, and you can learn to play football when you get there." Right? Wouldn't you think that after a few recruits that they bring on that either can't play football or, always got something going on, the reason why they can't be as good, eventually the recruiter would lose their job. Professional recruiters don't do that. Professional recruiters know exactly where to go, when to go, and who to look for when they're trying to find that next big star. And they don't settle for anything less. The problem with most of us in network marketing is we just want to recruit, right? We think that the person that recruits the most people, we keep hearing it's a numbers game, it's a numbers game, you know. The person that recruits the most people is going to be the winner, right? Well, I can tell you over years, 40 plus years of network marketing, I have met some people that can recruit anybody and have had not that much success. They've built mediocre teams and businesses. Then I've met those people that are professional recruiters. And I love listening to them, working with them, and learning from them, because what they know is exactly where to go, exactly who to look for, and exactly how to approach and connect with the right people to make them a huge legacy organization. Now, you're sitting back going, well, don't you, it's a game of numbers, right? Don't you just have to go through as many people as it is a game? It's a game of numbers to find, to sort, right? Because amateurs sell, professionals sort. If you look at what a recruiter does, a professional recruiter in the sports arena, there's a lot of companies. There's headhunters all over in just about every industry and every profession you can think of, right? But in the sports, they go through and they sort through all of the top players throughout, the college ones throughout the high schools, and then the pros throughout the colleges. They are sorting. They're not trying to sell anybody. They're trying to sort through all of the ones that are the ones that are going to meet their needs, right? Are going to be the ones that are going to be the next superstar. We get into network marketing, and we've been told, right? We be told, amateurs sell, professionals sort. Exactly, Jacqueline. We're told that it's a numbers game, and it is a numbers game. You've got to go through a lot of numbers to find those professional athletes that you want. But here's the thing that I want to tell you today. Here's the thing that I hope that you'll walk away with today from this. You can cut those numbers down significantly. You can raise your success up significantly if you take the time to develop your skills and start looking for the right people. Now, to look for the right people, you've got to know what the right people are, right? Now, are the right people, we always say, well, I need someone that they really need this. Who doesn't? Do you want the person? We want to help everybody, right? We want to help everybody. And the bigger our organization is, the more arms we've got out into the world that can help more people, right? But if we're not taking the time to get a big organization and all we're doing is piddling around with a small organization, our arms, we've got 5 fingers going out instead of 1,000 fingers going out, right? So you've got to know who. We always say that, I want to help. I want to help the people that are in need. But the people that are in need for a reason. So I want to help those people too. That's my life. I have a passion for helping people. But if I'm going to build the legacy and the organization that I want to build that has all these arms reaching all over the world helping people, then I've got to find a handful of people who already know how to help themselves. I've got to find a handful of people who are already self-confident, go-getters. Hey, Donna Ray, people that are out there that know this business, have had success at this business, are willing to work on personal development and personal growth every single day, get better and better and better and gooder and gooder and gooder, and already have a track record of being successful. And get them to hook their little red wagon to me. So I need to become that. I need to become that sorter. I need to have that posture that, hey, I am the one out there recruiting. I already know you should be with a company like mine. What I don't know is if you really are up to being with the company, if you really qualify to be on our team, if you are really that person that we want to be the next pro quarterback, the next pro running back, the next Heisman Trophy winner, right? But I got to know, I have to know where to go to look for these people. Because there are a lot of network marketing. If you're doing social media, which most of us all are, right? If you're out on social media and you start joining all of these groups, all of these network marketing groups and so forth, you're going to get a lot of people that are just out there spamming and hoping for the best. If I can learn to go to, and here I'm going to give some techniques away, and I just learned some of these this week, and I love this, right? So I'm going to give some things away. What if you could go out to an untapped market where you know that there are typically people out there that maybe a country, maybe the European country, Latin America, Asian, United States, whatever. You know that there are people there that have amazing work ethics and just a burning passion and desire to build a home-based business. And now you go out to these Facebook groups, but instead of interacting in the Facebook group, you just start going, you look at the member list and you start looking at the members and you click on a member, you go to their profile and you check them out. You look at what they've got on their profile, you look at what country they're from, you look at the things that they're posting, if they seem to be that successful person. Yes, Thomas, you can go out your pad. That was Thomas. He just woke up from a nap. Hello. Looking at their profile, finding out exactly who they are, finding out if they meet that criteria, see if they have success on there and so forth, and then you start reaching out to that person. So now you have done your homework beforehand like a professional recruiter would do, and you make the decision, okay, this is someone I'd like on my team. I'm going to start reaching out to that person. And maybe the first reach that you give to them is just, wow, man, I love your profile. I love the posts you're doing. Those are awesome. Keep up the great work. Right? And then after they come back and say, wow, thank you. I'm sorry, I got a dog hair. So that's a challenge with beards and mustaches and long-haired dogs, right? Then you can come back, when they come back and say thank you, you can say, hey, thank you so much, so-and-so, and then tell them a little bit about what you're doing, that you're a professional recruiter and you're looking to expand in their area and that you would love to meet up and connect with someone of your caliber and your qualities. Would you be open to taking a look at what we're doing and the team that we play for, right? Much different approach than most people. Most people are going to go out because it's in this business, it is all about connections and relationships. And we hear that and we say that all the time. It is developing connections and relationships, but wouldn't you want to be in that position where you know you're making the connections, that not just any connection, not just going out, but going out and actually looking like a professional recruiter would for the connections that make sense. So you can go through 20 or 30 people in a day, look at their profiles, check them out, and say, okay, of these 30 people, these 15 here, man, they meet the criteria. I'm gonna message them and see what happens. You go through that messaging process. You wait till the next day and see if they come back and they want to find out what's going on. Right? If they do, you put them down in your book. You say, okay, I've got to go to that school. I've got to visit them. I've got to see what they're doing. And this is one of the things that I want to get across to you all, is that this is why it is so important for you to have a good profile, Facebook profile, and be putting up good, Facebook Lives, and be putting up good posts and value, and talking about your family and the things that you love, and getting people to know. And so when some big networker comes out and looks at you and he says, wow. I had someone reach out to me today that is with another company, and we've been chatting on and off all day. Good guy. But the bottom line is, he reached out to me because he had looked at the company that I'm in, but he kept seeing on my profile, kept seeing what was going on, the success we were having, the lives we were doing, the posts I was making. He's seeing what's going on in the life of Ron Deering, right? by looking at the profile. Now, if you went to my profile and there was no header picture up there and there's nothing about my family and none of that stuff is, I do too, Lily. I'm so stoked and excited. She's talking about our new plan that we're doing that Robert Hollis and gentleman Jesse Norfleet and Josh and Jenna Zwagel. It's huge. It's amazing. Okay. But if you don't have your profile, guess what? Now that I'm going out there and I'm looking for all these professional marketers, these people that are network marketers and have had success, how am I going to find them if it's not on their profile? How is anybody going to find you? What if I'm out there now and I'm looking to, instead of recruit, I'm looking to join? And I'm doing the same thing, right? I'm looking for a team to play with. So I go out and I start seeing people out there and I see you and I think, oh, okay, let me check that person out. And I check your profile out and there's virtually nothing on it. Well, there's all a bunch of negative stuff on it. Or you're talking about politics all the time, which I don't mind politics. I love our country. I love what's going on, and all that stuff and everything. But the bottom line is there are people that don't. So you're gonna gravitate. You're gonna get those people. You're gonna suck in those people. You're gonna be a magnet to those people that are on the same page that you are on. So you got to be careful of what you put on there. You want to be real. You want to be genuine, authentic, and everything. But you're gonna attract those people, right? You're gonna attract the people that are like you, hopefully. So be like you. But you got to have something out there. You've got to have a good profile. You've got to have it. It's got to be dynamic. It's got to be up to date and moving and something there every day. If you go weeks and weeks and weeks without putting anything up there, man, people are going to come and look. So there are two reasons why you need to have this great profile. One is because if people are looking for you, right? They're looking to find a company to go with. You want to have a good, but what if the person that you're looking at it decides to go back and look at you? Well, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but let me see what you are. You're trying to recruit me, but let me see what your school is and what they've got going on, right? So you got to make sure that you've got something going and you're putting out value and you're training and you're teaching and you're doing the right thing and people know what your business is and they know what your family's like. Anybody can, I bet I could probably ask anybody that is watching this right now, what our new puppies, our huge puppy, this ginormous puppy that we've got that turns a year old here in a few days, what his name is. Well, most people that have been watching mine can probably tell you. I saw a bunch of people say hi to Thomas. Thomas is my grandson that comes in and out of our lives. I watch it during the week and that my wife and I do. People love knowing that stuff. I will tell you that I probably get more engagement on posts about about Gabriel and Thomas and the snow and all that than I do on a lot of other things, right? But you're right, Diana. It works both ways. It works both ways, right? We need to sort it and qualify it, okay? And let me touch on that real quick what Diana said, because that's what we're talking about. Becoming a professional recruiter. You want to be that person that sits down in the morning and goes, okay, I'm going to this school. I got to check out this player. One of the three of these players I really want to get on our team because I see them doing some really amazing things. I would, in my business, rather take a month and recruit 6 superstars than recruit 60 people that I'm going to have to drag along and are going to have nothing but challenges, okay? And I understand that there are people that are out there that you know are going to have challenges and everything else. We all do. Even those of us that have been doing this for a long time, we all have challenges and everything. But you know those people. You know the ones I'm talking about. No matter what happens in a day, there's always something that's going wrong, right? There's always something that is a challenge. There's always some reason why they can't do the business or why it's not working for them. I would rather take those 6 people 5 people. I would rather grab 5 people in a month, every single month, that understand network marketing, understand the pitfalls, understand what needs to be done, understand exactly how to build their life, their business, and everything else. Self-starters that want to have success and are passionate and have a vision. Hands down. I don't need to be the top recruiter. I just need to be the best recruiter. You understand the difference? I don't need to be the top recruiter. I just need to be the best recruiter. I love that about Robert Hollis. He doesn't recruit a whole lot of people, but the people he recruits know how to recruit a whole lot of people who know how to recruit a whole lot of people, right? So he builds this huge organization and makes a lot of money. I look at Jenna Zweigel, the co-founder and CMO of our company. Girls making $1 million a month income disclosures all over the place. It's not everybody can't do that. They're not most of it because you just don't put the effort in. But the bottom line is that she knows how to connect. She knows how to recruit. She knows how to get people that are willing to work and willing to do it. Now, do we bring on people all the time that that we have to work with and are slow? Absolutely, and we help them and we work with them because you don't know what they're going to turn into. I love those people. But when it comes to really building my organization and building it big, I want those people to be my stability and my rock and my base. My what do they call that? The footings and the baseline of the building, right? The foundation. But I need someone to build up. I need someone to just build that skyscraper to the moon. I want those superstars. I want to become that professional because on a team, you need a whole bunch of different people, but you want a great star quarterback and someone that can catch, someone that can run the ball, someone that can block and keep your star quarterback. You want to be able to professionally recruit those people. So you need to make a choice there. You need to make a decision, and I'm going to leave you guys with this, okay? You need to make a decision in your business, whether you're just going to recruit. It's like we were taught when I first got started, the 3-foot rule. Anybody who was within 3 foot of you, man, you tried to recruit them. Are you going to be that? Are you going to turn into a professional recruiter? A professional recruiter doesn't sell, they sort. And you may have to do a lot of sorting, but I can guarantee you at the end of the day, when you're done doing all that sorting and you've picked out those half a dozen or a dozen people that are superstars. I love what Bill Britt said, after going through 1,200 people and narrowing it all down, at the end of the day, 11 of the people that he had gone through, of the 1,200 that sat in front of his presentation, made him a multimillionaire, big time multimillionaire, right? So you are going to have to go through a lot of numbers. The difference is going through a lot of numbers because it's a number of games and recruiting a lot of people is a big different things. You want to become a professional recruiter. Again, I would rather recruit 5 or 6 people a month that are top notch than recruit 30 or 40 that I've got to drag along. And you do that by going to the right place. Become a sports team recruiter. Go out there and look. Find the people that you want. Do the research. Look at their profile. Find exactly. I've been doing this today, going out to some, and I'm not going to tell you where, going out to some Facebook places and finding some amazing people. And I'm reaching out to them. How many does it take? A friend of mine that we had a meeting with yesterday is doing the same thing now, and he's found 2 huge network marketers in a market that we're just opening up in that's going crazy. Because he is sorting now. He's becoming a professional recruiter. He's not just recruiting anything and everybody that comes in front of him. He is looking for the right people for his team, the right quarterback, the right running back, the right tight end, the right wide receiver, the right defensive tackle, the right center, all of these things, right? You have to have all of these people. You've got to find the right people. So I hope this helps you a little bit in thinking and rethinking 2020 and manifesting that 2020 vision as to who your team and what your team is going to look like and where you're going to take your team. Because if you start teaching and taking your team and you all become a lot of professional recruiters, we're going to have a lot of NFL pro teams out there that have got some amazing, amazing players. Amazing players. And I want you to have that same success that we're having. We are so focused right now. We're down to just doing one thing only. Everything else we're blanketing. We're just it doesn't exist anymore. We're focusing on one thing only. Because we want to be the professional. See, what happens with so many people is they get so much training going on. They got so many people telling them what to do that they do nothing. We're not doing that. We're sticking with one thing. We're going to become professionals at. We're going to master it. We're going to become professional recruiters, and you're going to see a lot more. We've already had some amazing success, but you're going to see some success that you haven't seen before, because we've got people that are dedicated and committed and have made, as Aaron Parker said, they've decided to make the decision to stay focused on one thing and not keep getting sidetracked and everything else, to become a master, a professional recruiter. Now, within that, once you recruit them, now you have to become a team builder. But I loved what, Josh Wagle and Todd Falcone were talking about the other day. 80% recruiting, 20% team building. If you've built your team and you've built the resources and you've got everything that you need in place, then it's just a matter of point, guide, and direct. And every time that you've got all the resources out there, every time something comes up, you can plug people into it and they can get the training. And that's what you want. The people that follow instructions are self-starters, self-motivators, and self-promoters, and they can do this themselves. But they first got to build that team. They've got to get out there and recruit. And that's what we want. A bunch of professional. I can see some Lily Romero. She is a professional recruiter, and she's getting better and better and gooder every day. Aaron Parker, Don Rodardi, Carlos Martinez, Tony Walker, Mark Blackburn, Christina Christopherson, Troy Barrett. The list goes on and on and on. We've got some amazing, amazing people in this company, not just on our team, but in this company. And if you have any question about that, I've got a Facebook page you can go to and see all the accolades and all the rank advancements that we're having. And we haven't even started adding all the people. We just started the page and we're just getting people in there. And you're going to see scroll after scroll after scroll of people having success. So if there's any question in your mind that we're having success, you need to go look at that. God bless you all. Have an amazing, amazing Thursday. It is Thursday payday for our company. We love that. And if you are looking to be a part of this professional team, please reach out to me. Give me a message, private message. I would love to check it out. I would love to check you out. I would love to see if there is a fit for our team and you and what you want to accomplish. So God bless you. Can't wait to see you on the next one.